Are you someone that is looking for how you can get your resume to stand out so that you can land more interviews and get called by hiring managers to have interviews? Well, if that's you, in this video, I am going to be talking about what are some of the key things you need to concentrate on in order to make sure that your resume stands out to help you land your next dream role. Hello there. My name is Patrina, and I am a career mentor here at JJong Global Solutions Incorporated. I am so passionate about helping new immigrants who are brand new to Canada understand how they can stand out in their job search journey by making sure that they understand the best way to network, to understand the Canadian job market, and how to connect with hiring managers and stand out in the interview process. Some of the key things that I am passionate about doing is working with you to understand your needs and helping you understand how best to position yourself as a thought leader that can help you stand out in the job search journey. So if that's you, keep on watching. If you know anyone that needs a career mentor to help them land their dream role as a new immigrant here in Canada, make sure that you turn on the notification bell to be notified when we have brand new videos. And then also, I want you to like and share this video if it was helpful. So let me get into this video. Right now, or you might be on a job search journey, and one of the things is you maybe just landed in Canada and you are trying to get your very first role, or you've been in Canada for a little while and you're maybe thinking about transitioning into another role. One of the things you need to understand when it comes to the Canadian job market and preparing your resume for the job search, the very first thing that you need to know is that it is so critical and important for you to have a resume that is formatted properly that can pass through the applicant tracking system. So what do I mean by applicant tracking system? Organizations here currently use an applicant tracking system, an ATS system, where they post their jobs and they look for candidates to submit their resume into this portal. What the system then does is it then breaks down and searches for the keywords that are connected to the job description. So that's the very first thing that I want you to be aware of. Job postings and job descriptions have really specific keywords that are tied into that job role, the job description, and the industry. So that means that when you are applying and you're using the very same resume that you have to apply to all of the roles, one of the challenges you might be facing is you're not taking time to tailor your resume. Yes, I know that it can take time, but making sure that your resume is applicant tracking system, ATS compliant, is critical if you're going to be using the applying route for getting your next role, right? So how can you make sure that you format your resume correctly? Well, this video will help you. One of the things you need to understand is you don't want to maybe have a resume that is 4 or 5 pages. If you think about your experience back home, they might have wanted you to have 4 or 5 pages with your name, with your age, with your sex and religion, with a photo. One of the things here is in Canada, that's a big no-no. We are mainly focused on just trying to make the process bias-free and discriminatory-free. So please make sure when you're formatting your resume, it's less than 4 pages, and at the top of the resume, you are only including critical information that will allow the hiring manager to just look at your contact details and see if at the top of the resume, you meet up with their requirements. So formatting is the very first thing, very critical. The second thing I want to talk to you about is making sure that when you are including your details in the resume, you are positioning the information correctly in the resume. What do I mean by that? You need to incorporate a very quick summary of your key skills, industry years, and also the key competencies that make you attractive and make you the person that they should call for the interview. So that means that you need to have a very quick summary portion. And rather than have an objective, you want to have a summary portion. And this summary portion should just include key things that tell the recruiter why you are the best person. So if I give you an example, you want to incorporate what type of role, the years of experience, and then some key competencies, communication skills, technical skills, or soft skills that are highly rated in that role. And you can get these from the job description. And you incorporate it with your past experience to make it stand out. Very short, less than 5 sentences. Then the second thing you want to consider when it comes to your resume is what is the order of the jobs that you have done and the roles that you have had. You want to make sure that it is in reverse chronological order. So that means that the very top role is a role that you are currently doing. And the role after that is a role that you did in the past. So when you have, and then you list it up until, let's say, up to 10 years. You don't really want to try and age yourself, and then you have to incorporate everything. And when it comes to the roles, only make sure you're including roles that make you stand out and that are a match with the job that you're applying for, right? So that's the third point. The next point I want to talk to you about, and what is important when it comes to a resume, is making sure that you are not putting in just the roles and the duties. You want to make sure that you are leading with action verbs that are showing leadership competencies. You want to show how you've been able to save the company money, include metrics, some key achievements. But then you would be careful with the amount of bullets that you're putting. Just put the bullets that will make you stand out and the bullets that are matching with the keywords in that job description, okay? Another thing that I want to recommend when it comes to the interview is for you to think about how you are going to incorporate your key certificates and education. Those should be at the bottom. So remember, if you think about when I started talking about resumes, I talked about a key summary area, and then I jumped into your working experience. And so the next section after that should be your education and your certifications. And when it comes to your education and certifications, you want to incorporate key things in terms of only the education and certifications that are relevant to the job that you're applying for. And the other thing is, after your education and your certifications, you want to close it out nicely. Some resumes that I've seen have incorporated things like references available upon request. I don't really recommend that because they will need to ask for references, but it's not something that's needed. And I've also seen some resumes where people have included the references in the bottom. I think in order to help you in the job search process, you can keep that on a separate sheet, and then you can bring that into the interview or share it with them when they ask for references. That will give you enough time to reach out to your past references and brief them on the job opportunity that you have applying to and that you're looking forward to attending, right? I hope that this video has given you a brief overview of some of the key things that you want to consider when it comes to your resume. Remember, short and sweet is great because it only takes less than 7 seconds for someone to look at your resume, and the hiring manager's busy, and you just want to make sure that your resume is popping and standing out and using the right format. So I hope that this video was helpful for you, and if it was, I would love it if you could share it with your friends that are brand new to Canada and needing this advice. And if there's something that stood out to you in regards to one of the things that you need to consider when it comes to your resume, please let me know in the comments below and tag me. And just to let you know, in terms of when we have new videos, please turn on the notification bell and make sure to subscribe. I look forward until the next time that we meet, and I will see you later. Signing out, your career mentor.